They're right there. See anyone watching?
And when you move off the middle over to the right,
Yeah.
so much. It's like buttery compared to the middle.
So where does it hurt most? Right
down
here,
the
it hurts the
center.
most?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, outlining with the little 3-liner is a lot more painful, I've heard. And I experienced that when I've been tattooed as well. It fucking sucks. And we're doing that a lot today.
It's kind of nice. Takes my mind off of everything. It's like better than being in a quiet room. It shuts everything out of your mind.
Really?
Yeah.
So, it, you know, all the troubles of home just melt away, huh?
I love
Wait, your
home.
wife might be watching this.
I love home.
Yeah, I'm sure you're missing home. Well, welcome if anyone's out there watching this live stream. I'm Russ Abbott. I'm tattooing Ryan here, who just traveled to Roswell, Georgia from his home in Los Angeles. And we are starting what's going to be a multi-session chess piece project of a geometric, what was it, an icosahedron? Is that what you call it? It's a platonic solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the shape in the middle is a icosahedron, and it's going to be illuminated and kind of glowing and illuminating this whole ornamental scrollwork scene. I've done quite a few tattoos with this 3-dimensional geometric look, and I've definitely been doing the whole scrollwork thing for quite some time. It's kind of my signature style. So if you head over to any of my pages and check out my work, you'll see a lot more tattoos like this one. I've never quite done one with the light rays coming out like this before, so this is kind of sort of a new subgenre of the kind of work that I've done a lot in the past. We've also got my good friend Lil D here, who tattoos at my shop Ink and Dagger with me. And if you guys were tuned into my last live stream, Lil D was there.
Hey guys.
He's behind the camera, so Lil D's here, and like I said, I'm Russ Abbott, and this is Ryan, and we're just tattooing. Lil D can actually read any comments or questions that you guys might want to send over to me, and then I'll be able to answer them.
Yes.
Do we have any viewers?
We have 3,000 viewers.
3,000 viewers? Jesus fucking Christ.
Hallelujah. My hands
Makes it
are
hurt
That's
less
crazy.
when people are watching you.
Does it? You know what? Alright, so this is weird. Like, trying to get into this little space right here, it's one of the hardest parts of this tattoo. And for some reason I feel like doing it right now. So
What would you call that part of the body? The neck ditch?
the neck ditch, yeah. It's like a little hole, right? And so my hand needs to be, but the furthest back I can actually get normally is right there. So I'm going to grab your skin and pull it down that way. Okay. Whew.
So Amber Adams wants to know what kind of machine is that and why do you use it?
It's a tattoo machine, and I use it to insert needles into the skin with pigment on them, and it leaves a permanent mark. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you.
Wait, was that more of a technical question from a tattooer, or just like a
no.
general? I mean, what they want, like the make and model. It's a FK Irons rotary machine. They make great machines. I'm a smart ass.
There's that neck ditch.
Yeah, neck ditch. You know, when I'm ready to actually commit to a black line right there, I'll probably get around behind him and tattoo this part upside down. Makes it a little easier to get to. But right now I'm just doing a really thin gray wash line because with this light source based work, a lot of times I kind of transition between color lines and black lines, so it helps to just lay down a really light gray kind of base for some of it so I can make the right decision about the color and the weight of the line a little later.
And what's the name of that shape?
Icosahedron or icosahedron? How do you pronounce it?
Icodecahedron?
Icodecahedron. I'm sure that someone was already correcting us on there.
This is the first sitting, correct?
Yeah, this is the first sitting. And we've been tattooing now about an hour and a half. We've already kind of got a lot of this part outlined.
1 second.
No coughing.
Sorry.
Long, straight, clean lines. It's a nightmare. The nice thing is that Ryan is not tensing up and moving while I'm doing this because I know it's painful.
And this will be a more than one session.
Yeah, this is going to be 3 sessions, I hope. I'd like to keep it down to 3 because Ryan's actually traveling here from California. And I don't want him to have to travel any more than necessary, but the process that I'm kind of doing for the effects here is just going to take a while. It's going to be several layers on top.
You didn't even use any numbing cream. No numbing cream today.
No.
Some of the comments are awesome. So we put together pretty good. People are asking why you're dabbing instead of wiping.
Because wiping after a long session with a tattoo, wiping with a paper towel actually becomes really painful. And if I can get it up with the tiniest little dab, then I'll do less trauma to the skin over time. Those paper towel wipes just compound on top of each other and add up to a lot more irritation later in the session. And it also tends to wipe my stencil away if I'm not careful. If I wipe too much. So I want to know where everyone's watching from right now. If you can just type in the comments where you're actually at in the world right now, we'd love to find out. Will you can just call them out whenever you see them.
Coral Springs. What?
Coral Springs. College Park.
Sitting like a champion.
I keep envisioning a rock that I saw in Joshua Tree, and I'm just trying to be that rock.
Be that rock.
Be the rock.
Be the rock. California, Florida, Texas, Fort Lauderdale, Brunswick.
Who's from Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, Ryan's from Fort Lauderdale.
Fort
Right?
Lickerdale.
Panama City, New Jersey, Fresno, Oklahoma, Orlando. We love the theme parks in Orlando. Iowa, Cleveland, Ohio, Michigan.
Is there anybody there who would travel all the way to Roswell, Georgia to get a tattoo?
UK.
Anybody? Speak up if you would travel to Georgia to get a tattoo from me.
We got Australia, Seattle, Colorado, Spokane. Who's coming to see Russ and where are you coming from? Canada. Belfast, Idaho. 5,000 viewers. Marty said they'd travel.
Awesome.
Good angle on this. Good angle. We're in Roswell, Georgia. Just a little bit outside of Atlanta. Russ doesn't feel pressure in there unless there's 500,000 people watching him. And even then, I doubt it.
You think I'm immune to stress and pressure?
I believe so.
You know, I've been tattooing for like 20 years. And so nothing is going to happen that I'm not
Prepared.
capable of dealing with.
Unless a reptile
But the reality
comes
is
in.
that the three of us are in a room alone,
Yes.
and yet it feels like there's 5,000 people with us. And that's fucking weird.
And one artificial intelligence. Recording it all.
Yeah.
Watching from Germany. Yeah, we'll leave some of those alone.
Are they talking about his man boobs?
I don't know.
What?
He doesn't have man boobs.
I definitely am like an A cup for sure.
Nice.
I don't care.
So some of you guys might be interested to know a little bit about how I created this design. And Ryan here actually works in the film industry doing 3D modeling. And he helped me by creating this as a 3D model. So the icosahedricahedron, is that right?
Yeah, so sure.
It's a 3D, whatever.
What are we calling it?
I don't know. Megatron's cube. So Megatron's cube here is actually a 3D model that I used to create this design. And the rest of the design I drew on my Wacom Cintiq.
We totally rendered it in Chaos Group's V-Ray software.
We rendered it in Chaos Group's V-Ray software.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty high tech. And this is just tattooing. At some point maybe I'll show you guys the drawing and what this is going to look like, but if we can get it up on that screen right there,
Yeah.
just click Clip Studio. So these are going to be light rays that are illuminating from inside the geometric shape that I can't pronounce. But yeah, D, if you just turn that a little bit where the screen can see it, and then maybe take the camera over there. I don't know if you guys can make that out once he gets the camera arranged, but that's the idea. This is the digital drawing of what this tattoo is going to look like in a year.
I'm gonna get it over here.
Hopefully sooner.
There we go.
Cool, thanks, Steve. We're not going to hang out here too long with you guys. I just wanted to drop in and show you what I was doing. Don't want to take up too much of your time, so if there's any more questions, we'll make it like 5 more minutes and then we'll sign off.
I'm just gonna hold it for the
Okay, sure.
Watching from the Philippines.
Hello.
Nice.
So where are we located, Russ?
We are at Ink and Dagger Tattoo in Roswell, Georgia. And I believe there's links to our shop's page and my personal Facebook page there if you want to click and follow us. We'd appreciate it. I'd really like to thank Ink Mag for letting us invade their Facebook page today for a few minutes. And we'll be back for more. Maybe when we do another session on this, I'll definitely be live streaming some other tattoos over the next few months as well. So stay tuned as always to Ink Mag. Yeah, I gotta probably stop here because I have to pull out this other needle that I don't have out. And so now's a good time to sign off. Whoa.
And we'll zoom in for, there it is.
Let's see what you got.
Stay tuned.